Game number one, though, will be, in fact, that recharge oddball will go to a micro BO3 to go over to recharge in it. And both these teams haven't lost yet. Something's got to give. They have lost at least some games, but they haven't lost a series. So we'll see what the flavor and pace is going to be heading to game one.
Hopefully a nice close nail biter all the way through. But we'll see if one team comes out dominant or not. But overall, I think good matchup here. Very excited to see what happens.
Round one. Ball incoming.
Launch straight into the fray, and obviously because it is oddball on recharge, that means the initial fight is a whole bunch of slaying as we dive for the camo. Camo's already been burned. So on the body of Sua, Busa trying to come up and find the rest of them. 3 down for the side of 1. And Eclipse bursts off the line and already looking for possession.
You notice Eclipse all the way through gold there, up off of those couple kills that they got off the start. Controlling gold at the start of a recharge game, specifically oddball, because that's where the ball spawns. That's super key to making sure you can get time off your kills, unless because otherwise you spawn the team in that side of the map and you basically give them ball for free.
Incredible how much Halo really kind of boils down to not just being able to find good gun gameplay, but as well as just where you're going to be forcing the opponent to be. And so much over the years has really gone to, all right, you're spawn camping me. Well, now it's a strategy. It's okay that we did it back in the early 2000s. Ninja Dilly step away from thesynnnth trying to use the green gun. Plasma pistol doesn't land on the target. thesynnnth trying not to die. Their teammate will help them out as they converge and somehow stay up.
Enemy has the ball.
Yeah, really nice life out of thesynnnth. Just waiting for help and then staying alive.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
For the mix age holding ball.
Ball dropped.
T4 not going to find that 1v1. thesynnnth should be able to clean up to it here. Mini Berserker may make that a little more challenging.
Work their way up into this top classic from long haul position, and so much of that funnel now has been at least identified by out of 1. Kind of put all their numbers in one single angle. They're all eggs, one basket situation. That's forced 3 to die from this side of Eclipse. For 1, they've not been able to get back to that ball. It's about to be forced into a reset if they can't get a handle on it. I think they touched it 1 time to make sure that it at least doesn't go away. That's a stick. What usually happens in the first minute of a game or a round is for these to become slayers. Well, the first minute was some time. Second minute has been a ton of deaths.
Ball dropped.
And a lot of living. You see Hayabusa there just playing sneaky with that camo. Got out with it well. Just looking for some damage.
Enemy has the ball.
As he has that power equipment. Shock rifle would be up in 1 second. Looks like Eclipse is likely to grab it. Ninja Dilly picks that up and immediately takes out T4. Not quite the headshot on thesynnnth, but a little damage in a little bit. Mini Berserker will clean that up though. Yeah, looking good for Eclipse currently.
Old Fortress of Solitude up in top gold. This is exactly where you control your 2 to 3 points of entry. You have window, you have red. And then you have that staircase section. Trying to land it through the shroud as it comes down. You're going to play that one outwards to bottom mid, just so they can't have general control in case they were to lose that fight. So they're going to run this one down. That is 2 very weak Spartans and now 2 very dead soldiers as they try to bring that one back up. They know that Webound is aiming to invade. They got a stick. No. Yes, the second time round they do.
Mini Berserker just living top gold currently. 10 and 4 with 7 assists, kind of popping off this game. Will unfortunately fall to Mix and T4, although he left both 1 shot. I don't think any of the Eclipse are going to be able to clean up off that damage immediately. But Eclipse do find themselves ahead about 30 points, although the lead is starting to close.
Enemy has the ball.
Nice quick little bop and stop from off of the green gun. They at least get one. Ninja Dilly and his cohort hanging out for top glass one more time. 40 points-ish until round 1 ends, but at this point in time, with 2 minutes and sub 60 for both these teams, it looks like they will see a lot more slaying potential and maybe a lot less time as we go sub 100. 3 down for 1. 3 for 1 should just be kind of their, I guess, I don't know, their catchphrase, a motto.
Not a very good catchphrase.
No, not it's against them. I understand. But this may be completed the rest of the way for Eclipse. They're slowly pushing them out, and they actually might start working this long haul so they can get towards that reset of Hydra.
Enemy team nearing victory.
Not only that, but just running away from, you know, the threats there. Mini Berserker left last alive with the ball. We'll try and get at least a trade there. We'll find 6 in.
Enemy has the ball. Ball
Does
dropped.
eventually fall. He did move it quite far into Hydro though, so most a lot of time. So good lead for Eclipse.
This is a dangerous spot right now for Eclipse because they did allow this reset point to at least go into the hands of one. And that's why they've consistently continued pressuring it out. Where you would usually play ball right now, they recognize that they want to get as many extra seconds as they can. It was never going to go back on the hands of Sua, but they forced it away. But so that they know where the play ball is going to happen to. Teammate falls right in front of his eyes. Mini Berserker taking away that high ground position. Ball goes back to batteries. 80 seconds coming up. And Eclipse has the current advantage by 34 points. There's a lot of explosions and a lot of dying dudes all trying to go for this one skull.
Ball drop.
That's a good way to phrase it.
They be dying. They be shooting.
See Hayabusa trying to make the ninja play here. Gets lit up with the green gun and falls. Has he done enough to give Eclipse an opening? Sua will pick up 6 in as Mini Berserker works his way through overhang. That's a crazy trade out of Sua there.
Enemy has
This is an opportunity. Especially with 20 seconds left, they were trying to rotate this one into control room, and actually throwing it out bottom mid is such a big brain play. It's way more exposed, especially for this blue pipe situation from Eclipse. If they can just get a sight line on it, it's going to be nigh impossible to properly get a hold of that ball and then get to safer ground. Still, they do grab it. Looks like they're going to try and just directly go back to Hydro from off of this bridge. They lose handles as they try to run away from it. A double kill, make it a triple from Ninja Dilly. And they're actually going to run out the rest of this round.
Yeah, ball carrier just took a lot of damage on that rotate. Kind of spelled the end for them there. You know, just opened the team up a little too much, and Eclipse was able to move through there and secure that round.
ball incoming.
Well, the good news for one is that they have more time to kind of settle in. 23 and 15 is Webound. Mixed age at 13 and 15, and then you have kind of double negatives plus for 6-7. On the other side of things, a much more even effort from out of Eclipse. So we'll see if Lunar Eclipse get right back to what they had in that previous round. It seems like everyone is kind of chasing and cornering them in from this red pipe duel. Comes a 2v2. They can't choose which target to go for, high or low. Ball's not been picked up as they're trying to force spawns.
And their camo falls over there in A. Hayabusa trying to make a sneaky play, ends up getting back whacked.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
And this should be a setup for one. As Sua gets forced out
Ball
into the long
dropped.
haul.
Enemy has the ball.
Whack is a kind of plan, by the way. So, not to
Enemy has the ball.
rival any other ones.
Ball dropped. Ball dropped.
Trying to zone them out if they can with some extra frag. 3 points already acquired here with this side of one. A double kill from Busa just as he tries to get away. This one is still in kind of open waters, and they're being tailed by Sua. A lot of damage against them as actually they're being ran down this side of Stairwell, and Ninja Dilly wants to change the outcome and positioning of where this ball is.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
One thing I'm seeing a lot here is just Eclipse controlling a lot of the power weapons and equipment. You saw Hayabusa pick up the camo.
Ball dropped.
He picked up the shock rifle initially. Now we see Mini Berserker with it.
Dropped.
Unfortunately, not able to get any kills, but they're
Ball dropped.
controlling them, they're getting them, and they're using them to their advantage, which has definitely helped them win that first round and, you know, helping them get back into the second round. Only roughly 25 points down for them at the moment.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
6 in his last alive for 1.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
Trying to death grip this ball right out of position. We saw one burying it very deeply into gold, and now this one is carrying its way back over towards Hydro. Camo was up at one point where one was in an advantageous position to grab it. Now Mini Berserker and company, they've retreated all the way to a reset point with Camo, I think, in the hands of Eclipse. So ends up losing out on util, losing the lead, and then potentially will lose a chance to be able to go and grab this ball. Go for the duel. Don't really care to at this point in time because all of them are actually in the grave. So up by 7. Solid position right now for Eclipse.
Yeah, you see Ninja Dilly still has that camo, and he's just being sneaky, getting the kills with it, really taking advantage of it as much as he can.
Enemy has the ball.
Teammates kind of falling around him, and now he's down.
Enemy has the ball.
Hayabusa will fall, and that'll be 4 dead for Eclipse, at least momentarily. This might be an opportunity for one to kind of
Ball dropped.
gain some more footing in this
Enemy
game.
has the ball.
Both Mama and Papa Berserker watching on as Mini Berserker continues to play out. 20 and 17 right now. Mixed age.
Enemy has
Trying to
the
take
ball.
the same pathway that we've seen a little bit before, but the takeover is real. Sua wants another kill here in control room. They'll get a trade with 4 out from
Ball out
1.
of bounds.
Oh, they play ball right when that happens. Bonus time. Mini Berserker wants to get this one rotated immediately.
Yeah, you see off of that Eclipse just kind of decides to hold the, you know, long side, gold side of the map, and ends up with the ball for at least a couple
Enemy
seconds,
has the ball.
and in the better position now. As Sage tries to chow them and will unfortunately lose his life for it. One's still up 5 points, but as kills start to fall, we might see this lead change.
Ball dropped.
Once we get a new here for 1. Crest over 60, that's a tough spot to take it away from. That's why they're kind of playing it there. If it's going to be 50-50 by anyone, then the damage will be shared. See if they can get underneath them. Hayabusa wants to take over this hallway, but there's too many guns pointed at him. So they'll lose against Mixed Age and more. Oh, Mini Berserker has an eye for a challenge. Anyone trying to come in from that long hole, they played as the doorman. Still down by 3. Timer's coming up. They'll be able to change at least leads. They get up by 1 second. That's what matters the most. Having that little micro lead with this timer getting narrow. That camo's still out and open. It's going to be next to the boxes. And I think that it's just got picked up. T4. Not really an impactful player at this point in time, but they've been necessary to get the objective moving around. 50-50 off of the green gun. 2 survivors from out of 1. That means they should be able to at least run it down and get this ball again.
Enemy has the ball.
Yeah, T4 picking up that camo means one has just secured their first camo of this game, which this late into the game is not necessarily the best thing, but at least they have it now, and he has not died yet, I don't think. So, still with the camo, I believe.
Enemy team nearing victory.
Still able to make a difference here. Mixed Age will hold ball back Hydro as they close in on the 100-point threshold needed to take the round.
T4 loses the rest of that. And I feel like they're just not going to be able to make it in time, especially with some of these spawns. They're trading in between each other. So round number 3, all but inevitable. for this oddball. So one good response here from out of one. If we go 1-1, forthcoming round, we'll be able to give us at least a starter kit as to who will be in the lead. First camo crush rush feels like it's gonna be necessary to really set the pace.
Why do teams have to keep calling themselves numbers?
I don't know.
That just makes our lives more difficult.
You know what? I've always wanted to make a team. I've always personally wanted them just like fantastic at a game. Hold on. Thought. Checkpoint. All right, we're chilling. So Ninja with the camo as well. And they're gonna have that shock rifle. And that's gonna be a deadly pairing. Oh, it will be. As they clear. Yeah, just clear the board. Make it happen again. Trying for another 2 players very hurt. They'll take the shock rifle away and 3 will be out. I've always been wanting to make a team that's literally just called team, and each person is just called player, and with like a different spelling.
That's actually a great idea. Player 1.
Not even that, just call him player. Just like, yeah, man, I love player. Go team.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the
And
ball.
team takes the lead.
Enemy has
Just
the ball.
absolutely troll any TO. They're like, hey,
No,
you need to call yourself something else. No, I'm not.
The name needs to be the other team.
The other team takes the lead.
Enemy has the
That is great.
ball out of bounds. Ball incoming.
6 in there though. Even though his team falls dead, man, play the ball
Ball dropped.
out of back hydro, making it a little more difficult for Eclipse to pick that off of their kills.
Look at the absolute
Enemy has the
priority
ball.
that one is
Ball dropped.
really sticking to. Rebound was basically let off the leash and told, go get kills. 41 and 32, 13 assists. They've been able to maximize the amount of damage that their team is finding. But even then, Ninja Dilly and the company, both him and Hayabusa have already crested over 30 kills between these 3 rounds. They have this narrow margin of advantage as Rebound gets his hat taken off. I believe
Ball dropped. Enemy has the
they
ball.
also got Mini Zerker with that ball movement to try and gain even more. So we up in just like basically a tug of war, 50-50 territory for both these teams, or is Eclipse back in control?
Enemy
I think
has
another
the
thing to
ball.
note is on both teams, they have 2 players that have crossed the 20-point
Enemy has the
assist
ball.
mark. I think that's definitely a big reason why this game is so close. Little
Ball dropped. Enemy
malfunction
has
there.
the ball.
But just the
Ball dropped.
way that everybody's,
Enemy has
you
the
know,
ball.
participating in all the kills,
Enemy has the ball.
making the game more efficient and
Ball dropped.
helping this be more close.
It's not a one-touch offensive. Everyone's
Enemy
getting
has the
involved.
ball.
Everyone down initially for Eclipse as we're online with Sixen, who's trying to traverse and travel. This shock rifle will be up, and finally one will begin gaining ground onto this lead that was applied by Eclipse. T4, I think they still have maybe a portion of that camo left. They've actually gone over towards the shock rifle, so high ground positioning. That's going to be a quick
Enemy has the
electrocute.
ball.
But Mini Berserker has
Enemy
the
has
shock
the
rifle,
ball.
so they're going to chase after this possession. Just down by 5 after what was at least a 20 or 30 point spree. Mini Berserker at 27, making now with 28 kills, or deaths rather. We put down, and it looks like one will gain themselves a lead here in round 3.
Ninja Dilly though with the double kill there, opening some space on the map for his team to kind of move up and challenge the ball. T4 just kind of anchoring gold there for a moment,
Enemy has
making
the
it
ball.
harder for Ninja to do much there. But at last they pick up ball again, and we can see another lead change here.
It's going to be such a narrow finish, depending on how the rest of this team fight kind of goes. It is just big on big, number v number. They're trying to clamber up and just peek over the mid column of Whirlpool and see what's going to be left behind. So far, it's the remainder of Eclipse. They're standing tall on the top of Elevator. This ball has moved away, where all the decoys were set up to be on that other side. Oh, trying for the extra. Yeah, there's a little bounce down there. In case you've never seen it, you can get about 2 or 3 extra bounces, and if you do it right, it's infinite. Thus the name of the game.
Enemy has the ball.
Halo Infinite bounces on a tiny ledge.
Yeah, it's a subtitle.
Ball dropped.
Very small text if you zoom in on the original logo.
It's actually on the Halo itself.
Yeah, it's like engraved in the ring.
Enemy has the ball.
7 points
Ball dropped.
separates them. I think Camo might
Enemy has the
have
ball.
gone over to 1.
Ball dropped.
They killed the guy that initially got it off of his
Enemy has
box.
the ball. Ball dropped.
Yeah, I think that's mixed there with camo.
Ball
There
dropped.
it is.
Enemy has the ball.
He gets shot from behind, little stick. Everyone basically seeing what they can find as they try to rotate.
Mini will at least spot the camo from D-Box there. Trying to identify him, trying to get him out of these waves. And Sua with the trade. That's big for them. 2 dead
Enemy
now
has
for
the ball.
1.
Ball
And their
dropped.
camo is gone. Lead still in the favor of Eclipse, as they've just now crossed the 70-point threshold and are playing back Hydra still. T4 right in the way.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy
Sua
has the
will
ball.
help him clean that up though.
He was trying to play ball. That might have just
Enemy
done
team
it.
nearing victory.
Eclipse might be able to run out the rest of this clock. The rest of these spawns are going to be intercepted by other Eclipse players. Taking out 1 is Mini Berserker. They eventually get got. 10 seconds left to go. They're actually not going to keep it around. They're going to play ball. 3 out. Ninja Dilly, the lone survivor, is going to go top gold and see if they can retrieve this ball or at least force some damage into the back line of 1.
Really do like that play from Ninja Dilly there. Just live, stay up, help your team spawn in the third place there, and just see if you can pick up that ball in the last seconds. Unfortunately, his teammates will fall as will he, and now it's 1 with control of the map here
Enemy has
as
the ball.
Eclipse tries to break out of their spawns.
Dangerous to stay near that doorway being so low. They're aiming for a back tap. Uh-oh. Ninja Dilly ends up getting got. They don't have to immediately rotate this one out towards Hydro just yet. They can chill for long haul, but they're actually leaving the option open. Mini Berserker sees that spot line. Gotta keep it going. They're gonna bring it back towards stairs. Mini Berserker's getting got from behind. He ends up losing that fight against Sixen. T4 is gonna try and guard their teammate as they go back towards Hydro. The play is being read. 4 points down. Less than a minute to go. Sixen's on the drop back. See if they can be able to get this one, but he drops right back in. Has a man to beat.
Oh.
He does so with his fist. 9 seconds left. Huge comeback. It was down by about 30 some odd points, and 1 was able to bring it all the way back. They take it in a micro reverse sweep in just our first map mode combo of the series. They'll take it and be 1-0 before we hit Slayer.
Wow, I mean that's quite the comeback for them. Coming back off that first round and just kind of, I mean, both those latter rounds were comebacks. They played back from a score deficit and they came out with the win. Tons of damage being dealt by both sides. At the end of the day, though, Eclipse actually ended up out damaging them, I believe, by a good bit.
Yeah, about at least 2K. Well, maybe around that much. I mean, we bound with nearly 14,000 damage overall just by themselves. I think they were the only player on their team actually with positive because they were allowed to just kind of roam. T4 and Mix both with 2 minutes plus onto the ball on objective time, but 51 kills from out of WeBound. So they're like, all right, if we're going to let you do this, you better be fragging and you better be frying.
And indeed, he was really just creating space on the map for his teammates to be able to play around him.
Slayer.
And in this next game mode, Slay's with the point of the game. So we'll see if he can dominate in the same fashion. And if he can, this might be a solid win for 1. But let's see if Eclipse can get their Slays together and win this live fire Slayer.
Game numero dos. They're going to try and split the lanes right now. They head out green, they head out turbine. Maybe someone's able to go and get it, but they just kind of give themselves a headache as they'll repulse straight into the ceiling on the other side of the sewer. So anyone able to find at least that sniper early on. Oh, and it was actually a gift given over to Mix, who found it off of their body. It was a nice idea, but getting too aggressive to try and take the position up towards tower. They didn't think maybe to peel back outside of A instead.
Yeah, just playing maybe a little bit too careless there. Just kind of moving a little bit fast. Now though, Ninja Dilly with a snipe is gonna pick up a couple kills. He sits 4-1 right now. With most of the kills for his team. Game tied 6-6. Mini Berserker will lose that fight in elbow. But Hayabusa will come in and clean that up, keeping the game tied.
I really like that BR skin. That was nice. I want to add this to the skin. Both those look really cool.
I did
So
not
far?
get that.
Defeat.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's 9-7.
And one wins.
They won. Way faster than the other one. No.
All right.
Are we going to keep the scores?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna just reset completely. All right, our producer has confirmed as we reset the microphones to make sure all the comms are good to go and online, that we're gonna get this one back in order. So, all right, maintaining momentum, kind of the name of the game, right? Actually, you know what? We'll see if that name of the game and the momentum sticks with us. But we're gonna take a short break. You guys can chill. We'll get into this series. We'll come back in just a second with our upper finals. What's the Scooby-Doo? Coming after you. We're gonna solve that mystery. Who's getting game 2? It's only up to you. What's the Scooby-Doo? Let's do this. Okay, we're going over to live fire. We've got Slayer. We've got a sniper. We've got camo. And we got players that are doing the exact same strat they did literally like a minute ago. I'm Hill Monkey Man in the booth alongside Synth. As this one's gonna be much more in contention, but they stole it! Oh, right in front of their face, they took that S up.
Yeah. Sixin will fall with it though. 4 dead for 1. As this is kind of the opposite of what we saw on that last start. Now we see Eclipse up and with the sniper. I don't quite recall who picked it up. Either way, they have it.
I think T4? Maybe. I don't know,
It's Ninja. Ninja had it. So now either WeBound or Sixin will pick that up.
Aren't we all in a state of past tense having the sniper? We all have sniper. But right now it's actually T4. I think he does because he also has camo. Yes, he do.
Okay.
Ninja Dilly is coming for revenge, Naruto style, but his ninja way says they'll back up the lead. Oh, nice connection as Boost is thrown in the drink.
Mini spotting that camo from literally across the map though. Kid's got some eyes.
They got sensors in their brain connected to visual receptors. Oh my god. Oh no, the whip!
Misses the back smack.
Oh, no!
That's very unfortunate for T4.
That is tough scenes. Oh no. Camo trying to do its most important job, and the fists betrayed them. Well, it's 12 all.
Yeah,
So.
one's still in the lead, so, you know.
Yeah.
He did what he needed to do. Not quite everything he could have, but you know. He got
They
what
did
he
stuff.
done.
Things happen. Well,
Great nade play out of Hayabusa to take out WeBound there.
everyone on the opposite side of the map. I believe that turbine, yeah, we're gonna see a spawn off that in about 15 seconds for the camo. How do I know this? I looked at the screen. All of you are as well. But that pre-positioning from out of Eclipse, they flexed that direction. Half of them got wiped out. They're now trying to go towards the pressure that existed on the other side where one is. And now that means that camo is being at least plucked by one. I think it already got chased down, so they have nothing to gain here out of that early rotation.
Either way, one does go 4 down, and Eclipse finds themselves in a 6-point lead here. Sixin just playing the sneaky game. Sitting at chance to strike. Will find Ninja Dilly as Sua will assist 2 kills back to tower.
Oh,
It's quite the lunge there.
that was violent. I think I pulled a hammy watching that. Ow.
Enemy halfway to
What?
victory.
26-18, what was very collectively close for a lot longer, has suddenly been a burst of distance in favor of Eclipse. If Boost is able to take a better hop because of it, they're 9 up now as they clear the rest of the board. Ninja Dilly is on the receiving end of a frag from T4 as he laid basically the groundwork for some C4 in their face.
E4 keeps getting more kills. Currently 7 and 6. Hoping to bring this game closer, 8 and 6 now. Only a 7-point game. Sua will back him down, but with help, Sua may fall back A.
The QT online here with WeBound. If you get that QT, it's not exactly a freebie, but it's an open opportunity to at least go prowl a little bit more. Double kill and a killing spree for T4. Dude's rocking a 10 and 6, looking fantastic, getting aggressive, letting allow a lot of them to be able to just rotate forward into the scoreboard section. But now Mini Berserker gets their own double, up by more than a handful. Everything becomes very calm. Look where everyone's basically posted up. They're all towards that A to green side from the other end of Eclipse. 15 seconds until that camo, and they know they don't want to lose this next one.
Yeah, as they reach this 36-point mark, you know, we started getting into the middle of the game where stuff really starts mattering a lot. And Hayabusa should be able to pick up this camo. to either extend this lead or keep one from coming.
This fight looking like the octagon as they try to be able to get at least some of that to happen. Busa ends up 13-7 with camo. Oh yeah, too many pixels too long, but it doesn't matter. They will walk away. Now at 2.0 KD. Cannot assist their teammate, and now actually may be in a worse position.
Oh.
They did not recognize how close they were. Somehow these 2-ton Spartans are just light as a feather, and you cannot often hear them.
It could also just be because the game is broken.
I mean, that's one of many things, yes, collectively.
7 points now. Side of Eclipse. 5 points and they win this game. Can one make a comeback here? Will this game be Eclipse? Sent to the stratosphere with that grenade. And another kill for Tua. Make it 3! Can he find the overkill? I do believe the over has just about evaded him. But 2 kills is all that remains between them and victory.
Trying to rush it down. They know they can get the trades. And in fact, both fall right in front of them. That posts up Eclipse to a 2-0 in the series. Just as we're getting into game number 3. They're trying to show themselves into a good position. Actually, no, yeah, it is 1-1. I'm wrong. That was actually one that was able to take game number 1. So I'm super wrong. Let's rewrite the narrative in the right direction. It is 1-1. Game number 3 is up for grabs.
1-1-1.
1-1. 1 for 1.
Eclipse 1-1-1.
Yeah, yeah. Technically, if an eclipse is like a curved one, it's 1-1 for 1 and 1.
1-1-1.
Mm-hmm.
Eclipse 1-1.
1-1-1.
Yes.
Yeah. Math. It's just math.
And Eclipse won the other.
Yeah.
Words.
You can tell it's been a long day, gang. So. We're going to get... Also, I want to know... Well, wait. I think we already know. I think Flares, they beat Unks, right? I don't want to not give Unks their flowers, but did Flares win? Okay, thank you, Slim. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Slim the goat, W Slim.
Okay. We got the CTIF.
CTIF?
CTIF. That's on Origin. Ooh, give me your preference. Now, you talk about sniping, your preference to go to that. But is that simply Slayer when you're playing Slorigin? Or do you...
Always go snipe.
Always snipe.
Yep, always snipe.
Do you not even do a 3-1 or 2-2 split to try and get control of rocks?
Typically, when I play in a team, we split 3-1. One guy will go over towards rockets and get us across on our snipe, and then one guy will go kind of be our area, and then 2 of us push up into more directly towards snipe. Looks like they're doing quite the opposite off this strat.
Yeah.
2 people going rocket side. The weak side being sniper. Actually, I don't even know if they count snipe at all. Okay, Sua will jump up top snipe, maybe get some damage. Hayabusa will find one, but will take a flanking shot to the face. Sixen will pick up 2. With a sniper towards their cave.
That's an ambitious position with that S7. Like, I know it's going to provide a really good cross from out of that cave, but you're on like a lone mission right there if you're taking on that fight. And then suddenly the sniper went right back top. So Sixen is like, nah, first life is going to be very, very beneficial. Big stonks, huge profits, and they're throwing out as many bullets as they can.
Can't quite find the head of Mini Berserker over there though, as he backs him down. Even with the help of Mixage, Mini just stays up, plays bottom mid, tries to escape. I don't think he caught him walking over. And the flag will get pulled. Mini solo mission to their flag. Needs this kill if he wants to live. Finds it, and then finds some shots to the face.
Enemy captured your flag.
Quick cap, quick pull, we bound. Not relying upon him to get the kills this time around, but very self-assured to just kind of let him roam. Sixen still on first life, by the way, 7-0. So we'll stay
How
online
was
with
rockets?
them. How did they not get used?
I don't think so. I don't think rockets were used through that entire fight. How,
crazy.
I'm not sure, but now that's 4 dead for
Frenzy?
Eclipse.
There
Definitely Frenzy. Let's go.
Riot?
I don't know about Riot. If you hit the Riot, that's just insane.
All right, Sixen. There's doubters and haters in the chat. Use that as a chip on your shoulder. Prove them that you got this. Rebound. 4 and 2 trying to hold bar right now from up in top mid. See if they can be able to get them all moving in.
I hate when that flag gets stuck on that ledge. There's a little
Yeah,
ledge
it's just
that
like-
flag can't get past.
It's so awkward. It's like just as tall as the flag.
Yeah. On the side of Eclipse here, this is starting to look unfortunate as Sixen has yet to die still, and himself up 2 flags. Sixen will fall though, and Eclipse might be able to get a catch with a queen on the board,
Observer curse.
especially if they can find more kills, but Mini will be stopped. Flag might be
Enemy
returned.
flag returned.
Flagpole gone. Rockets, I think, are in the hands of one. I want to say they are.
Tua had rockets.
2. Okay. All right. Now snipe. Well, T4 is going to get the grab, but they're going to have their teammate, I think, in Sixen to cover down for them. They've tossed that one out. It's not a safe spot, but it does at least make it over the gap. Alien Carbine will take care of the majority of damage. Now this flag's in a tough regain position for Eclipse.
Enemy
Although
flag
Mixage
returned.
left last alive on that flag room. T4 finding 2, 3, 4 dead for Eclipse, 3 dead for 1. Spawners coming up will likely stop rebound. I guess not.
Nope. Rebound it's just rebounding. Ate every frag in the game. Now playing ultra
Rebounding
defense
them.
is Ninja Dilly. Really wiggling their way through that table. Now it's just spawn after spawn. Mini Berserker forming a new way to breathe straight through the chest cavity of a 1 player. And now they need to get this first flag. That has been what's ailed them right now. They've not been able to get this one over the line. They can't get it beyond midway. They've been threatening, they've been present, and trying to chase away T4.
The flag will be pulled, and they will make it almost to the halfway mark, but not quite, leaving this in a dangerous position for Eclipse to try and continue this run. Hayabusa will live, though, at least momentarily. He cleans up some damage on the snap. Mixage will read the flag, although 3 dead for 1 as Mini picks up a triple kill. 1 rocket used.
Solid strat. If you're gonna give up your life there, at least get something out of it. So they can be able to get that rocket straight out of the way. They have at least 1 more that can be picked up. They're actually looking for rocks right now. Sixen is gonna be covered down as Suwa was trying to take them out. 5 and 11 haven't really been able to do too much more than just kind of skirmish and be spry in the midline of this ditch. Suddenly, as everything is getting more frantic, Sixen at 15 and 6 wants to sneak their way through benches. Now being cut down between 2 separate spots. Suwa goes down. Webound much the same. Ninja Dilly. See what they can do as individual heroics. Doesn't seem to be paying off. The rest is being cleared by T4 and company. We're finally over the midway mark, at least time-wise, for round number 3.
Not as much of a strong performance out of Ninja Dilly here on this map. At least as we've seen on previous maps. Mini Berserker, 18 and 11 currently. Kind of popping off on this map.
I mean, he needs to. With the way Sixen was showing up, 17 and 7 right now, that's kind of your main duel. Whatever those guys are doing, the team is following. And if they're not able to do so, then it kind of all becomes wilted. Nearly cresting into 20 kills. Mini Berserker trying to lead from the front. T4 is defending the house as Busa has to drop the ditch. Ninja Dilly's just off angle here with T4. His teammate in Sixen is getting blasted backwards. They have another flag pull. This one could be the one that wins it. They eventually do drop out. They have to win past this fight. Coming in for the other side of Pyramid. They want to get on top of it if they can. They're probably going to be able to give their life to get the grab. And now the flag pull in the other direction as Mini Berserker wants to take advantage of the moment.
Duo with the win there saves that flag though. Went into the game. He maybe 7-15, but he's performing when he needs to. Sixen will fall 3 dead for 1 as the flag continues to move. Hayabusa will die, and likely so will Sixen. Dealing with the help though. The flag will be touched, and it will continue on his run. Mini Berserker and Ninja Dilly just playing around the closet there. We'll find T4 with the help of Suo. They continue to kill people. Flag goes in, hopefully. No? Yes.
Okay.
There we go. We have a game.
I thought for like a last second effort, they were going to touch blue flag and then get him with a melee, but they could only pick one of those things to do. Finally, after what was looking like the beaches of Normandy out there, they're finally able to get that one over the line, but it's only 1 cap. 4 more minutes to go after 8 have elapsed. Rockets will be in the hands, I believe, of One and company. Trying to win a melee fight. This one barely makes it off the table. They're gonna try and be able to get it again. Rebound prioritizing objective is not really their normal narrative. So because of that, they end up dropping out the hands of Ninja Dilly. It's coming up late.
Mini Berserker here, caught by the Rockets in closet. Rebound back to the flag. Wiping everybody again. And at least they stopped the attack.
Maybe one last pull. I keep saying that, but it ends up being an elongated conversation. Only a few extra bullets to kind of really make use of, and that's going to be everyone going down. 2 separate insurgencies as they try to thieve this one straight out of base. Force the issue, they can't even get it over the top of that pier.
I need to see more aggression out of Eclipse. I need to see them out of their base. They exist. I need to see them getting kills. And then maybe we could talk about overtime here. But right now it looks like they're on the defensive constantly.
I mean, they've had 1 man search into the back base of 1, but that's been about it. They kind of move up, they try to counter cap, or at least counter pull, and then the rest are just left to fight. So you're seeing a lot more of a balanced effort. And in fact, as they move it towards Pyramid, might be able to do the rest of that. Sixen trying to find some disruption. They in fact have a teammate to help them out. That flag is moving. And it's gonna go all the way to back base. Suma trying to be able to be the hero. That's not gonna be there in time. There it goes, 3-1. As we finally get to match point. This time in the hands of One. As we move to game number 4. Can they stop these game 5 entries from happening on broadcast?
Yeah, I mean, really strong performance there out of 1. They really got the kills. They played aggressive. They got the caps off of the kills. Very impressive there. But I really need to see more aggression out of Eclipse and more coherent aggression. And then yeah, maybe that could have been closer.
I mean, it was decent. It just took them a little bit too long to really get in the right kind of mode for what they had to do to get those caps. Like, you saw how long that cap took. I mean, it was inch by inch by inch to be able. It was like, all right, man, I'll sacrifice you. Boom. All right, cool. They finally got their spawns to line up and they just forced it. But I mean, you had a lot more pulls, I want to say. I don't know how the grand total was, but it felt like double-digit pull totals from out of 1. They had a lot more opportunities to really find it like down a longer lane. They moved it out to mid. They moved it out pyramid, and I mean, just overall had Eclipse kind of on their heels. That wasn't to say Eclipse was ever out of it until the final whistle. So solid for them overall. But now we have the conversation. So if one wins this next game, what is our map mode combo? I think
Ranked Koth on Lattice, I believe.
Koth on Lattice. Yes. So King of the Hill Lattice. So if they fall here, or whichever, then they end up fighting against the brother squad of Flares. So do we think of like what could have been with Flares winning a game 5 or just finishing that series early? I mean, am I projecting too far forward? Do you think Eclipse sees this one and goes, and then just takes this Koth?
It really just depends on how each of these teams decide to play this match, right? Because we could see Eclipse come out hot again, like we did on that after that Slayer reset. We could see one kind of just fly out of the gate and take over the match as it progresses, like that capture the flag. But either way, if either of them fall, I mean, Flares could take either of these teams out of the tournament, just because of how close these games were.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, there's a world where Flares is 2-0, winning 2 game 5s, just winning both of the same series. The fact that we're at a coin flip standard between basically these 3 teams, with the way that like that measuring point is with Flares just needs to learn how to finish, and they would have been a different like ball game or like position overall in this bracket. Right now they're waiting on the loser of this one to sort their way out, and then we'll head in that way. But I mean, for Eclipse, everything just kind of ended up a bit more moot once we got beyond Origin, or the midway mark of Origin. So luckily for them, we go to Lattice, and King of the Hill and Lattice can be so pesky, and it's really fun to watch. I love Koth pretty much everywhere, but it's so crazy when you think of like Lattice overall, and that opening hill is actually incredibly deceptively defensible from open ice. Like, are you a sniper sprinter for that first hill, or do
Typically,
you?
I like to play towards the hill and just try
Okay.
and get some early time, because if the other team does end up running sniper, it's going to take them a minute to get into a position where they can really put some damage onto the hill players. But also, the only way to get to that hill is through running through the open. So if you have a setup kind of around it, it's really easy to kill the players that are pushing your hill on that. So
Yeah.
it really just comes down to if your team can work together to control the perimeter, though.
See how they end up approaching this. We saw the subversion of tactics by Eclipse. It didn't pay out for them, as they went 3 to rocks, 1 to snipe initially. So maybe they changed tact. Maybe everything settles in that capacity. But also, you see in that top left of your screen, or at least we do. You see that green room? Cool. What do you call that room? Because I know what I call that room. But
So
what do you
there's
call it?
crystal.
Okay.
We're talking about the green kind of crystal
The
area.
green room,
I call basically the whole thing crystal. There's back
Okay.
crystal, which is like on that wall,
yeah.
the little ledge, and then there's green, which is the
Okay.
hallway that comes in from cargo. Like you go into cargo,
Okay.
and then you go back, and you're in green, and then you turn left, and you're in like green corner.
Okay. So I call it Ben 10 or Omnitrix.
King of the Hill.
And nobody's gonna know what you're talking about.
What do you mean? What? How do you not know what that is? If I said Omnitrix or Ben 10 on this, and like you would think no one would catch hints and clues off that?
You'd get some people in game chat going like, "Just shut up."
I mean, that happens anyway.
I called green circle on vacancy pizza one time, and I was told I was fat. So
What a response! Hey, green circle, you are fat. Like what?
no, I called it pizza.
Oh, so you call it pizza? Okay.
Because it is called pizza. It can be
It is
pizza or
pizza.
cookie, but I call it pizza.
And they're like, shut up, fatty. I'm like, what? Rude. All right, we'll be restarting the server here in just a second. Letting you guys roll through. That's mean, man. Look,
Yeah.
I understand
People are
a
mean.
little bit of toxic masculinity and gamerness out there, gang, but like, come on. Come on. What are you doing?
Ugh.
Be nice to each other.
We did win though.
Oh, good.
So.
You let it inspire you.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you that type of person that you let the chip on your shoulder kind of thing?
Yeah. Sometimes. It depends though. What type of chip it is. Like if I have like
nacho.
a barbecue on my shoulder, like that's just uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, well, okay, hold on. What about queso? You know, like a Dorito chip.
Well, I think really most chips would be uncomfortable to have on your shoulder while playing.
Well, I mean, okay, wait. Are your shoulders exposed? You don't feel
either
the
way,
crumbs.
You get a bunch of crumbs on your shirt and ugh.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're locked in, you'll worry about the crumbs later. It's like you have to live in the now, or in the then. Well, in the then and now.
Whenever you happen to be playing with Doritos on your shoulder.
I mean, it happens sometimes, okay? So, like, you'll be playing the game, right? Someone walks over, and they're just, full fist in a bag of chips, right? And they're just, like, munching over, and then they're a sloppy eater, and it just, like, tumbles onto your shoulder. But you've got to win this game.
There's no way that's only ending up on your shoulder. That's the thing.
But I'm not saying it only. I'm just saying it's part of. It's on the shoulder.
Also, that's not a full chip at that point. Like you really gotta put a.
Oh, okay, wait.
Like,
were you
for
talking about
it to count
balancing a whole ass chip on your shoulder?
Yeah, it's gotta be one individual chip.
just a big
Not
old
some
sun
crumbs.
chip, just on
One individual Dorito, like just sitting on your shoulder.
That's
That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like crumbs.
No,
something.
it's got to be like
No.
a full chip because nobody cares if they've got crumbs on you.
I mean, yeah. No. So wait. Okay. Imagine a world. This music sounds very chill. Imagine a world.
Yeah, we're probably
Where-
too energetic for this music.
Where's this music coming from? I don't know where this music is. Are you hearing this too?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not going crazy.
We might just both be going crazy.
We might. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Okay, imagine a world. Pringles, right? You reverse stack those from shoulder to shoulder over your head like a half circle halo from one side to the other. What
Okay, but
flavor
Pringles aren't
Pringles do you
chips.
want? What? Hold on. What?
Pringles aren't chips. They're not legally allowed to be called chips. They're
What are they? Crackers?
Potato crackers or something.
No way.
They're
No.
Pringles.
Hold on. Are you Googling this?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are Pringles classed as?
Why is the
Hold on.
music so chill out here? What's happening?
I don't know.
It
I'm trying to find it.
just vibing.
King
All right,
of
we've
the
got-
Hill.
We got King of the Hill on Lattice. We're gonna figure out whether or not a Pringle is a chip, and whether or not we're going to a game 5. You guys can let us know, and also witness and learn to know. What did Google tell you about Pringles?
Potato crisps. So I figured.
Crisps.
Hill incoming.
So if you're British, it's the same difference.
Okay.
Hill ready.
All right. Well, we're all British in this time.
Bag of crisps.
Bag of crisps. Goodness. Turned up the volume at the wrong time. There was
So
a
then-
lot of grenades. Oh my god.
Are Pringles in Britain called?
Enemy team took
Do they
the
have
hill.
Pringles in Britain?
Somebody from Britain, let us know, please.
Am I nationalist for asking that? Should I just know that? Oh, remove that. Okay, Sixon.
probably
He's got
lock it in.
snipers.
Oh.
I was looking crispy. It was hard to miss. Where's Sixon go?
Getting damage. Wrapping through into cargo. 3 will fall for Eclipse as
Enemy
1
about
picks
to
up
score.
3/4 of this hill at this point. It's looking solid for them as Eclipse hasn't even stepped into this hill 1. Just a reminder, if Eclipse loses this game, they are going into the lower bracket.
Enemy team score.
Face Flares, the team that took them
Incoming.
through game 5. So there's a lot on this line for this game.
No matter which of these teams ends up playing Flares, because someone has to, that is going to be one of the most interesting matches because it's either that goes one of 2 ways: another game 5 or a sweep. I don't think a game 4 is happening. Well, but not just a game 4. So
I see that going game 5 again.
yeah, like it just feels like that. But I also feel like oh, okay, it may just be cleanup duty. It's like both these teams just kind of figured out Flares. Hill number 2 is also one of the more difficult ones here. Hill 2 and I want to say 4 because of the top bridge, but 2 because it suffers from the same situation as Hill 2 from vacancy. It's just out there, man. It's just so many angles.
So many of these hills on these more recent maps are just kind of like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
We need a place to place the hill. Where can we put it?
Let me put this back to a wall, please. Well, no one's really been able to gain time except a little bit out of Eclipse. Now this is where you start seeing the map macro kind of change up. So they force their way here, and then they start winning duels forward of the hill position. So good looks by Eclipse. They know that that spawner is finally coming up from out of 1. Bad news for them is that 1 is able to kind of jump their way all the way across this map. So they're well exposed when they're on site. Now they're trying to take them away from this other side of Raptors.
One thing to note here is the stat line. Rebound currently at 11-4 without even 2 hills being put on the scoreboard. 6 and also 9-5. They're clearly getting their kills. So just whether or not they can turn that into scores. So far looking good for them.
I think the big brain play that just occurred as well out of Sixon, they went over to the top snipe and then knowing that they were going to die, grabbed it and chucked it off the map. So no rechalling, at least for free, with a power weapon from out of Eclipse. Quick little back smack from out of Sixon. He comes back to his next life and is being as impactful as he was on his first. Currently at 10-6, trying to catch up to Webound, who's propelled themselves forward to 14-4. Everyone congregated here on the other side of red to try and get up into hill number 2. The rest of Eclipse is now plunging forward to try and get some hill time.
Everybody seems to be one shot at the moment. Ninja Dilly will use that repulsor to get up to the top red and stay alive. Mini Berserker playing back red. Trying to get some damage. Ninja Dilly will fall. Hayabusa will challenge Webound and will fight. Berserker will die. T4 left alive.
Oh, the time has been burned off the old neutral clock. Right now that plays into the advantage of 1. Should be able to continue trading back and forth. A lot of frags are just being chucked, and eventually they do just enough to get this one into a 2-0 position. So a little bit of insurance before we head to old Ben 10 Omnitrix green room. I guess Crystal.
Yeah, whatever you like. Ninja Dilly will fall on his cross there. Sua absolutely backing down Webound, but Webound just continues to get out that angle. Sua currently sitting 3-9. Hasn't really played that positive on any of these games.
Enemy team took the hill.
But still making a difference, nonetheless.
Feels like they've just been a little bit more telegraphed and targeted whenever they have some of these rotations. They're having to play a lot more in concert and combination with their teammates as they come forward. Mini Berserker trying to maximize what they can with Sua. In fact, there's a lot of damage that they cleaned up from Sua. So he gets a couple of assists, and Mini Berserker, for the time being, will gain some ground and gain some control of Green Room.
Yeah, in my opinion, Mini Berserker so far has kind of been the difference maker for this team. Hayabusa has definitely also had some highlights over these last few games, but Mini's been the one that's putting out a lot of the kills, a lot of the damage, making a lot of plays. Speaking of Mini, will fall there. Getting that sneaky little crystal.
Super sneaky. So much sniping. Ninja Dilly, like, dude, where'd he go? Rebound is more than 2.0 KD, 20 and 9. We're online with them. We're on hill number 4. Remember how precarious this one is. Well, they've been able to force the spawns. Ninja Dilly, does not finish off the QT man and Rebound. They've gained at least a third of this hill. Less than 2 minutes. They've only burned now 30 seconds off of the neutral clock since they've been moving hills. It took them a little bit for hill number 2, but T4, they're chilling. Quick wiggle battle as they end up sandwiched. I think they end up trading. So same thing happening. 3 out. Eclipse having to run away. Ninja Dilly in a fight all his own, but that island is congregated by more red dudes in red clad armor. So looks like they'll be able to at least force some of this slaying to go their way, even after giving up hill 3.
I like this play here. All of Eclipse, for the most part, moving their way through this green-blue area. Mini Berserker winning his one. Coming to help. Will fall. So will Sua, but they at least clean up a member of one there. And a good amount of time in favor of Eclipse at the moment.
81 seconds. They finally get on top hill. Trying to force the respawns. Stay segmented with Rebound and the rest of one being at the other end of red. Getting right back on the hill. Trying to preserve as much of this clock as they can as they challenge out as everyone kind of runs up top blue. Sixen ends up losing that melee fight even from an advantageous high ground position. Ninja Dilly gonna be able to win this fight. Oh, they end up as a painting on the wall, but 3 are down for 1. There's a chance for this to get tied up before hill number 5.
Enemy team
Would be able to get there now with a minute to go. Next hill is on Cargo. This is such a, it's such a cluster when it comes to frags too.
I can definitely see whoever wins this ending up playing time. 4 dead for 1 at the moment. With just how little time there is left on the clock. I'm guessing by the end of this hill there'll be even less. The likely going to be get this hill and play time, so they really gotta fight for this hill, both teams do.
Currently T4 is trying to cover the advance of anyone coming in from Eclipse. Both Rebound and Sixen have been absolutely massively fragging at 23 kills each, both with 15 deaths. And Berserker trying to keep this entire boat rowing in the right direction, but a lot of the slaying is happening. Sixen finding his finally catch up and usurp Rebound as top slayer on their team. It moved away from Cargo. 5th hill might be in sorts for them, and the rotation from Cargo to open ice is actually so strong as well. They gotta make sure that you don't have a sudden invasion by Sua and the rest from green. They're gonna try and make it a 50-50 hill. Look how they're actually posted up towards that window. They're taking advantage of that angle, and it's looking like they're just a step away from taking it. Oh man, they just have to sniff this hill, and they should be able to get a 3rd in their bank.
I really do like that play out of Rebound there, just sitting top red, making sure nobody can draw, securing that hill for his team. And now with 45 seconds left, Eclipse are going to need to make a really good play and play some really good Halo if they want to tie this game back up and have the chance of winning this. Take it to a game 5.
Gotta play some superior Slayer. They know they're being tracked down from behind, trying to get that audio cue. He's gonna eat some pavement, eat some dirt. Mix Sage over towards Cargo. He's gonna protect himself. And the Berserker has to cover for the rest of his team. He's gonna throw a 1-touch frag. He's gonna get rid of T4. You have a chance to force out at hill number 7. It's gonna be in a rough spot. Hayabusa has a QT. Dude needs to go roam, lurk, and find people like a rogue in the night. Won't be able to do much. He's finally at least gonna be able to put some damage into one. Mini Berserker stands as the lone man just before Mixage and the rest. 2/3 of this hill is done. 24 seconds left to go. Suwa trying to be able to take on one. Eclipse trying to eclipse this lead. They might be very well on their way to doing it. Sixen, the last one alive. They throw out a frag. They get rid of Ninja Dilly. It comes down to Suwa to survive just long enough.
Enemy teams.
Oh, with the repulse, forces him out of the hill. Claims hill 3, and now this is down to the last hill. This might also go into overtime here. In the case of the overtime, it's just more time on the clock. Nothing really changes. If this is all determined by who can cap this last hill.
2 minutes will come up. They may end up going, I mean, it's basically sudden death no matter what you do. Overtime is basically on the top verge, so it doesn't matter. Zero's hit, we've got 2 minutes. If this goes overtime, I believe we're just gonna do one hill. You could have a full reset. I don't know what we're prompted to do. For the time being, it is absolute slaying.
Yeah, whoever team wants to win this, clearly both of them needs to put some skills together here, get some control on the map, and then, you know, spend some time in that hill.
Enemy team took the hill.
Ducking under one.
With the sniper, is gonna try and make a difference for his team here.
Enemy team took the hill.
Hits the shot onto Mini Berserker and cleans him up there. Does he know there's a player behind him? No, he does not. He will fall there. Ninja with the double and the sniper now. Sixen left alive. Let's see what Eclipse can do here.
Trying to force spawns out. Sixen is at 33 and 20. Opposite side of him, Mini Berserker is at 30 and 22. Both have been able to just do absolute work for their squads. Looks like they're trying to get Eclipse completely reamed off of this map. They're getting rid of them as soon as they're getting to back base. They get that S7. Sixen's the lone man left. Some extra time. 103. Finally, after a full minute of slaying, they begin putting those stompers in territory for Webound and the rest. Gotta find a way to get into this garage position, north side of red. T4 finds it with a melee, and we've got less than a minute here in OT.
Webound now up to top red, should be able to help his teammates out here. T4 playing back into cargo, trying to spawn with Ross. Webound will lose his fight with bottom cat. A lot of hill time going to one.
The repulsor play that got us here in the first place was Suwa able to make the biggest brainest, just galaxy IQ play to separate what could have been a 50-50 and a 3-2 situation. Now it's turned into OT. Now with a chance for Eclipse to take it. They've got the numbers, they've got the presence. There's a lot of fighting happening away from it. No one's getting to the hill, and this is gonna go their way. They're just gonna stay on it. No! Suddenly, everything goes wrong. They just had to stay in place. One will take over. 3 down for Eclipse. You've got about 10 seconds. They've got to be able to get back to red, or else one is going to take this one and deny a game 5.
I mean,
enemy team took the hill.
They really have to make it. Oh, that was so close for one as well on that comeback there. I believe Mixage was it with the hero play there, getting the 3 kills, just clearing them out. But the damage that Mini left there left them a little fragile. And then spawners were able to come up and take that win. Very impressive out of Eclipse.
Well, so far, this means our top 3 teams, all of them having met one another between Eclipse, Flares, and one. All of them have gone to game 5 with one another. I have no idea what a grand finals is going to look like. If it comes up short as just a sweep, that would be disappointing. So for the time being, this burns down to a Slayer. We will go to vacancy, and No power weapons except for the shock rifle. And at least when I'm talking that, I say like S7 or maybe rocks. So this gun game, with everything that just happened, I mean, the win's got to be in the sails of Eclipse, right? Or does one just wash that away?
I mean, we'll just have to see, because, I mean, every single time it's just become a flip of the coin who wins these games, really. These teams are so evenly matched. All three of the teams still left in the tournament. And I mean, yeah, like literally anybody could win this matchup. Literally anybody could win this tournament. It just comes down to, you know, a couple plays, a couple key plays, who's winning their fights, who's playing the better Halo.
They got to play their best Halo to be able to make it through this. So we'll see if that ends up being the way that it goes. We're gonna do a quick lobby reset, make sure that everything is all chill and prepared. We're gonna take a short break, just a very, very, very short break, just so that you guys don't have to hear us. But we're gonna prep for game number 5, and I believe this is gonna get just our final game of the day before we see final versions going into tomorrow. So give us about a couple minutes. We're gonna reset the lobby, reset the game. We'll be back with you in just a sec.
Okay, cool.
Slayer.
I believe we're walking and rocking straight into it. I think. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Mayhaps. May chance. Maybe. We'll see if they reset on us. find out one way or another. There's a lot of dead bottle cans. All right, we're going over to it. Game number 5, last game of the day. Again, I'm Monkey Man in the booth alongside Synth. We've seen game 5 every single time that any of our major teams have been playing against one another. So we go, all boils down to who can hit the 50th one first.
We all knew deep down that it had to come to this. Just yet another game 5. It's gonna be close as ever. And ultimately it will decide who moves on to the grand finals of this wonderful tournament put on by.
So far, the Keiser Classic has really been a classic. Seeing a very long series from out of our upper 3 remaining squads. Winner of this game punches their ticket to day 2 in the grand final form. And the other will have to go and face off against good old Solar Flares, one of our Luminon squads. Ooh, boy. Just trying to take advantage of the moment. They throw one little nade as a follow-up, but it's currently 4-7. And this is, I mean, Slayer is pretty much where one shines, I think, the brightest.
Agreed, but let's not forget as well that Eclipse have performed really well on Slayer previously. Like, keeping up with all of these other teams, and we're seeing that now as they close that gap already 8-9.
Last time that they won in a game 5 of that capacity, it was a 50-49 squeaker. Already taking a very narrow margin above 1. Next trying to play from just beyond into this secret plat, but it's gonna be dead even for a while. I feel like this is gonna be the name of the game up until, I'm not gonna say just 30s, but I think even 40s. I feel like this one will be very tight knit, especially because you don't really have much you can rely on. Camo really isn't a thing. You get to see the shock rifle every now and then. This is pure positioning and gun game.
Yeah, vacancy is really, in my opinion, the truest form of who can shoot better, and who can play the better position, because there's really not that much that can affect game otherwise. You really just have a true fight between the teams.
Just got the better default off of the sandbox. 31 kills in, and we're no closer to figure out who's gonna have the difference maker. Team wipe will reset our lobby in different ways. See if anything like that ends up happening, but they're fighting in pairs. They're fighting in singles, then responding to a lot of the damage that's being poured into those funnels. So if T4 gets some visions of the future as everyone starts kind of walking past them.
Fastball,
oh my God.
I never remote that.
Oh, no way. Fastball actually happened? That is like the rarest thing. For those of you that don't know, that means their health was so low, getting hit by the frag, the grenade, not exploding, but just the touch of it killed them. That's amazing.
Epic.
I haven't seen that in years.
I might have seen it once in my own gameplay in, 3 years of Halo at this point that I've been playing.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Wow. And then a remote det right after.
Yeah. The only thing we were missing was a ninja. just have a triplicate.
And one person did it all for the overkill.
that'd be sick. Well, still even at 27 all. Shock rifle is just hanging out on a little perch over there. Suwa getting away with her life. Sixen finds a double off screen. And Ninja Dilly trying to make sure they don't give up the ghost right now. They in fact take out Mix and turn them into one. Eclipse doesn't want to fall behind the pacing. A lot of this velocity. Ooh, and there's some very damaged Spartans. 30-30. This might be the margin that we start seeing set up, but again, it's team combinations. Suwa separated from the rest of the squad. Everyone's actually up here on this top flat of Big Door. Woo, double bop, not gonna happen. Still, yeah, no, this is gonna be down to the wire.
Yeah, you already noticed everyone playing the lives very carefully, making the best play that they can to just live. So far, 2 fall 1, 2 fall for 1. T4 picks up a kill on Hayabusa though. maybe that's an opening up for them to regain a small lead.
Playing into the
ball,
belly of the
Mini
beast.
Berserker will fall. Can they get some trades for this? They can. Eclipse remains in the lead. T4 and Mixage will challenge Ninja though.
Trying to use their Spider-Man skills to full effect. As soon as they do, they get taken out. Suwa about to become a statistic on the other side of that mid-plat. They can't get away from it. Mix can't finish them. Rebound goes down. A 2-kill lead. The most minor of leads that we've seen get formed. Still within a single point, and now a couple. Oh my goodness, it is a full sprint the whole time.
This might be the biggest lead we've seen since the start of the game.
3 kills.
Whole team playing through the red area. Will they know that that spawner spawn behind them? Looks like they don't. Now they should. Mini will fall, as will Ninja. He's playing his life as long as he can to make it easier for his spawners to get the kills. Mini will pick up 1.
No way.
Zixen lives there though.
Wow.
An open opportunity for them. Even with Hayabusa right there. Finds his way out. Rebound absolutely melted there. Jewel will pick up a trade. Zixen will fall to the hands of Mini Berserker. 48-46.
Everyone out here on the big old cliff.
1 for 1 will die.
Just need one more.
And rebound falls.
Oh my
Eclipse
goodness.
take the game.
50-46. Another barn burner, nail biter, everything for drama and theater. One comes up short, and that will be Lunar Eclipse from Luminon. They'll be moving to the grand finals for tomorrow's, I guess, winner's circle. And one will be facing off in a rematch with Solar Flares. But what a way to just inch their way across that finish line.
Yeah, that was an incredible performance out of them. Once they gained that lead, they didn't let go, and they carried it right to the end. And an excellent game to end the day off on.
Holy cow. Well, whew. Look at that. 15 kills apiece. You had 6 in with 19, 4.7k damage. They were able to hold a candle of positivity. They were the only one that could, though. And I think that really spelled the end. You saw 2 separate players be positive and near positive between Ninja Dilly, Mini, and Hayabusa. So love the outpouring of damage and the follow-ups that we got to find, and that's really what propelled Eclipse over the line. But for us, that is it for today. Synth, it was awesome being able to cast with you, dude. This since I think first time really kind of dropping into this event. This was really awesome to find you, man.
Yeah, had a great time today. First time casting, not much experience here. Love competitive Halo though, so great to be able to do this. Had a great time, and we have more tomorrow.
We do,
which is what all of us will be looking forward to. Do we know what time we're starting tomorrow?
If you guys want to find us, check it out around 10 a.m. They're going to put all the stuff out on socials. Make sure you guys check it out. They're going to make sure that it's announced. We have at least the lower finals, the grand finals, and maybe the possibility of a reset. It will be a BO7 in grands. You do not want to miss out on any of that here for this Keiser University Classic over the Pembroke Pines campus. Make sure to give these guys a lot of love over to Slim Out Producer, as well as Ritalin and everyone else that was able to put all this together, and all the squads are able to compete today, and especially the Unks. Kind of threw a team together last second and said, you know what, let's make it work. But for right now, y'all enjoy the rest of your evening here for this wonderful Saturday. I'm Hail Monkey Man. This has been Synth. You've been awesome, and we will see you tomorrow.